Hello? Hello? Oh, there goes my phone. Brr. Hello? A lot of work to do today. A lot of work to do. I want to see if quickly. A lot of work to do. I want to. Sounds fine. Audio levels should be good. Oh, I'm fucking sick. It sucks. And yeah, so today is a bit of a day because we need to do. Today's a bit of a day. That's a bar. We need to do. What do you call it? We need to figure out what we're doing. Because we need to update the roll color toggle bot because it's low key hella out of date, and I wanna update that. See how we go from there. Give me a sec to just do something. Okay, all right, cool. So, just looking at how we have things so far, we have a bot config which pulls. Let me move this shit. So we have a bot config which has the things. My brain's thinking this one out. Hold on. So we need to make a way. We need to make a way for goal for today. I'm trying to think. I want to have just commands that do this, like sync configs, command which reloads all configs. I want to have a command that will also, also I want to update the API key. I remember that. So, and we need to do the config new hydrate. Thank you, Ryla. My number one lurker. Wait, can I There, Ryla, you're a VIP now. Look at that. One of us. New upgrade to new logging system. Because I've did that for the other bot, so I want to remake that for this, which is pretty easy. I've got my GitHub page open with my other bot, so I can just paste the code. Probably the first thing we'll do actually is we'll probably just get to work on this. So we'll go here. Now I already have the log function, and that log function should be doing very simply that, yeah. So I want to log, just want to keep the formatting the same as my other one, like that. Message. So this will log the message, which is fine, but then we want to have the thing where it will log to file. So to log to file message, log file override null. And then we want to call this from here, right? Because we'll go log to file. Actually, we need to make it so. And then we'll just copy all this here. Place that with formatted message, and we'll make this go here. What? Did I mess something up? Why is it? Why doing that? Why does it look so weird? Formatted message. Am I an idiot? Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. Log to file exists. What am I wrong? Oh, whatever. Fuck it. fuck it, we're just gonna go. So we're gonna just do all of them. Watch this. I hate being sick. I hate being sick. I hate being sick. That should work all fine then. And then I want to just add log warn error. Right? Log warn error. Yep. Is my IntelliSense shitting the bed? Like, who knows? Yeah, we need to import these here. I can't actually tell if my why is it shitting the bed? Hello? Visual Studio. I like this. Hold up. I'm gonna restart VS Code. Don't know why it's doing that. When in doubt, restart. Did that fix things? That seemed to have worked. Co-worker music. All right, fuck it. You're my proper music. Here we go. That's the next song in the playlist. That's like the one normal music I have that isn't like that isn't skits. Is that fair to say? Why is it why am I Spotify shitting the bed, as I say? Dude. Spotify. Okay. There we go. Good enough. Okay, so we got all right, things work now. Yes, it does work. Okay, so we need to make configs because we don't have a configs file. So yeah, we'll need to make a configs one. I'm just gonna copy paste all my old code low key. Might just work best. Convert query to data, get fleets JSON, get levels JSON, get permissions JSON. All we need is the. We can get rid of the last one, and then we just want a set RCT JSON, right? Because we want this one to sync the fleets, and then one to sync the roll color toggle stuff, and that'll be its own JSON. And then we'll do Actually, who knows what we'll do. Do get fleet, get RCT, get fleet, get RCT, get config, and then set config, set RCT, get RCT, delete those last ones. Get config, console.log error, that's fine. This we don't need config. This is going to be the fleets config, and then this one's going to be the rct.json. Wait, a little bit around. We'll do this one will be the RCT. Am I an idiot? Apparently so. RCT JSON path. So we need another JSON called rct.json, rct.json. We'll leave that for now. Oh, that's not what I want to do. That was very much not what I wanted. What? Yeah, words. Not what I wanted to press, which is fine. RCT JSON, let me move that to the other window. Here. Okay. Configs, RCT JSON path. That is valid, right? And then we just go RCT JSON path. And all that seems to be fine. So that will just get from the config. To set the config though, we're doing, well, the set config one returns await set config data, which writes a file. Get config is what calls a database. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, set config, get config. Yeah, I gotcha. And then we just use a convert data. Yeah, convert query to JSON. Gotcha. Okay. Let's figure out how to use this in my old code. So I want some commands. Sync fleets would be a good one to start off with. So we'll go over here. We're going to go. I'm actually going to not make it a command like this. Let me go to my bot file. Hold up. Bots. We're going start Discord bot. So I've got on my second monitor, I've got my other code, and we're just trying to compare it and see where I've changed. Because I need to update. This is all outdated. So we set the commands, we deploy commands. So set commands is where we go. Config sync fleets.js. Get user guild. Execute. Oh, I need to update Discord tools as well. I need to update all these to also do. Nice. Okay. So we look at this code here. Go back to Discord tools. If I replace all of this, will that even change anything? Okay, I do. There are changes. Log success, send embed, warning, log message, tools.error, and that all links up easily. And then all of this will just work off the bat as well. Let's try this. Missing access. That's fine. Oh, I meant to show that. I want to delete this. So I actually don't even need this really, because this is but the point is that we have this here available for us. So I guess we'll have one for name toggled. I guess I can just rewrite this function, right, to name toggled. Name toggled. Interaction fleet key station ID doesn't matter. That station ID. Level ID doesn't matter. Toggle status. And then we'll just do insert into usage logs. We're going to do the disk ID, log type, LE. No, so it'd be RCT, role, fleet key, name, color. I guess I can just make it toggle status should be explicitly enabled underscore green or enabled yellow. RCT role RCT enabled green, enabled yellow, or disabled. That should work, I think. So RCT enabled green or enabled yellow. We just stringify the log, the data, fleet key, and the Unix timestamp. That's fine. That's easy. And then we just insert that name toggle. All right, so we'll go back to tools. Yeah, and we got the logs channel as well. Nice. I'm going to update the git ignore then. Hold up. So this should show if I go logs. Yeah, nice, nice. That's what we like to see. So if I go to the git ignore, and then I just go to my git ignore. Nice. Cool. So that shouldn't include the logs anymore. Nice. We get those logs already work. Backend base from lebot, including logging. Okay. So that all makes sense. Debating if I want to bother with the deploy commands. It probably would be best to do. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Why does it not let me? Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to paste it here. And then we just want to see if we have, does meta username exist? Add new Discord user, get meta account from meta ID. Okay, I'm just gonna replace that entire thing. Hopefully that still works. Because that way this should work off the bat then, the new config sync commands. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so it seems to work fine. We're going to go RCT. Okay, so let's do slash. What's available here now? We got the config sync fleets. Now, if I do that, that should, yes, it does work. So I want to make it so on the bot starter or deploy commands pulls from the config and then uses the guild ID. Okay, that's pretty easy. So we'll make a new unit test.js. Let's call it unit test all the time. So we're gonna import. So we're gonna conf equal constant config equal require configs fleets.json fleets function and then we'll do the, okay, so then we'll get the fleets, then we're just going to go for console.log fleets. So we're just going to assign to that guilds.up.push. And then what that should do is that would what will this do then? Pushing the guild ID. My brain is not working. I'm way too sick for this shit. Guilds. What am I doing? I want to just print out the guilds. Then it's just undefined. Okay, let me just push the console.log fleet 012 object dot. Okay, I guess we'll do it like this then. Like, am I wrong for this? Let fleet in. And just go 012. What the hell? Okay, why am I an idiot? This should be way easier than I'm making it out to be. Like, literally just. I guess just do data for each. So do fleets.forEach, fleets.forEach. Let's try that. Nice, it's not going to work. Am I an idiot? Probably. Data. And print on the fine 3 times. Why? Why did you do this? I really cannot be this stupid. Why am I stuck in such simple things? Usually it's not like this. Um, really this easy? Is it really this easy? Is it really that easy? Is it really that easy? Let's find out. Fleets, Jason. Oh, fleets. Yeah, that worked. Okay. So we'll put that into, I guess we'll put that to tools, eh? So I want to go, not Discord tools, just want to go regular tools. And then we'll want to go and add a function. Actually, I'm going to have that inside the deploy commands, right? I feel like that's probably the best spot to put it. Yeah, okay, I feel like that's probably just the best spot to put it. So we'll just have this. Function get fleet guild IDs. But we need to get the configs dot get fleets JSON, get config. Get fleets JSON. So we need to do configs dot get fleet JSON. So we're gonna go up here, we'll do const. Actually, we'll get rid of this because we actually don't need this. We're going to replace that. So we're going to do get fleet config equal require utils config.js. And that should be a function from there, right? Unless I spelled it wrong. Configs get fleets JSON, that's it. Get fleets JSON is declared but never read. That's fine. Then we're just going to do const fleets equal get fleets JSON. And then we're just going to do that. And we're just going to return guild IDs. And then wherever guilds was used, which is here, const of get fleet guild IDs. All right. So running this should throw some errors intentionally. Or not. Why did it not throw any errors? I thought that would cause some errors. Logged in. I don't think it worked properly. Const guilds equal get fleet guild IDs. And then we're just gonna have guilds. The thing is, this isn't an async function. Oh, it is. Okay. Hey, Bundle, what's poppin'? Yeah, welcome in, Bread. How you doing? Welcome in, mate. It's lucky. Ah. Oh, hold on. I got a phone call. Give me a sec. All right. Oh, sorry, that was a phone call. Thank you for the follow, Lucky. Much appreciated. I'm gonna have to be right back. Unfortunately, came at a really bad time. I gotta go do some shit. Cooling because it's about to rain, so I gotta go take the washing down. So I'll be back in like probably 5-ish minutes. Yeah, sorry about that, but it is what it is. I'll be back in like 5 or so, and then we'll get back to smashing our code. Wait, I'm back. I'm back, no. Why does it make a noise? That's so funny. Timer. How do I reset you? Okay. Give me like a second. I just gotta piss again. Dude, I fucking hate being sick. Fuck being sick, can't. Alright, I'm back. We're probably back. Fuck. Good song to come back to. Okay. Back to it. So we're trying to get it to deploy to all the guilds that we want it to. I think it's not working. Actually, no, it is working. I think now it's going to work. Is it not refreshing the commands properly? Why? It should say if it's guilds is not iterable. What? Wait, why not? I'm so confused. Guilds. Oh. But no, it's adjacent. That's unless we're not awaiting it properly. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Guilds. That's why. That's why it was that one. Little await that we missed. Now it should work. Yeah, cool. So if there was an error because in two of the servers it couldn't successfully deploy the command, that's fine. That's what we like to see. Alright, so let me try. I want to see what happens if there's no guild ID. What does it do then? Does it just go error? So now I run it. You guys can't see what I'm doing in the console, so okay, that works beautifully. Nice. Epic. Cool, cool, cool. So this works off the bat already. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We need to remake this, but for the... Well, do we want a new spot in the database? That's a question, right? Like do we need a new... Because we add a guild ID field, and then... Well, then it becomes a question of, okay, well, if we're doing this, right, and I want to do... Like, because I can set the fleets or I can set the levels, which isn't really... We can't set the fleets. We need to write a command to set the fleets. Okay, well, that's pretty easy. So let's focus on that then. So we're gonna write a command to set the fleets. So we'll go off and we'll go config set fleets.js. I'm gonna rip straight away. Oh, I don't know if I want admin commands to be just like not slash commands. You know what I mean? Like. Like I feel I feel as if I'm just going to copy the permissions one as an example, and we're just going to config set fleet. No, we don't need a whole command for this. Screw this. I'm just going to make a I guess we'll just have a new command, yeah. Except this one's just going to be called dev underscore add fleet.js. Okay, then we're going to need a handler in the bots thing. So where's bots? Bot.js. So we'll need a so it's here. Yeah, okay. So if .dev and interaction author ID is equal to the, I guess, do I have a, yeah, punt ID. If interaction content dev and then we'll just have a, I guess, a reference to all these other ones, like dev command handler. If I go here, and then I just go into bot, const dev is equal to require the, then we need event slash dev command handler. And then what we're going to do is we're literally just going to go, oh, and then we're just going to go dev command handler. And then we'll just get the interaction. There's nothing else we can really get from this, just except the interaction. So we'll go interaction, we'll go back to dev command handler. And then I guess first parse the command. So .dev add config. Okay, and then we literally just go, hey, we're gonna do a we'll just have, we'll have a function get command. Well, so I guess we'll do const command equal interaction, get dev command interaction, and this is just going to return a return console.log command. Then we're just going to return get dev command or interaction dot, is it message or text? Hold on. Channel send, no. How do I see what they send? How do I see what the dot content? Dot starts with, and then we'll do dot dev. And then we're just going to command. Straight now, I want like to split it, don't we? Yeah, the contents. We'll just do dot split Yeah, we'll just do dot split, and then we'll just get the split 1. We'll just do like that. How about that? And then we'll go. I reckon what we do instead is we go here, like that, and then in here we're gonna have an if false return. And that way it'll always, every message I send will always go through here, but then it'll be like, oh, it didn't start with .dev, so we're gonna return. That should work. And then we'll do, that should, I want to test that, hold up. So we'll go, we're getting message on Discord for nothing important. All right, let me do .dev test. Oh, the bot's not on. That probably helps. And then return null. Why? Oh. Oh, that probably is why. And then, yeah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So return null. And then if command is not equal to null, or if command is equal to null, and then we're going to return. And then what we're going to do here, so log in the command, we're just going to go and then we just get the params. Okay, that should work. And then we'll go, we'll do, I guess just a big switch statement now, right? Where we go switch, and we just go, we'll switch the command, and then we'll do case, honestly, we should just make a new Discord bot for this stuff. Like, no lie. I reckon this would just be better if we just made a new Discord bot that did all this. Like a new bot that, you know, does what it's meant to. Like a new bot for me only to just view. Like that would make sense. Probably, and it's obviously better in the long run if I have my own bot to run all these dev commands through. But for now we'll leave it, and in the future I'll do that. But yeah, because I'm having everything here, which is pretty good, I think. Then we'll just do add fleet. Like as long as there is a way to update the database. So when we're adding a fleet, then we're going to do it the same thing as the old command we had did, where we're going to have to yeah, we're gonna have to send the to the JSON config set permissions stringify set permissions config. Oh yes, that's from the DBM. So if we go to the database manager, database manager, and we come down here, we should have so get the permissions from config, set permissions from config, set levels config, insert query. No, so we want to have a not set levels, but we want instead a set permissions. No, not set permissions. We want a set fleets. We already have that. No, we don't. That's the one thing we don't have. Get permission, set level. Yes, we need to set fleets. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to go okay, so then we just need the fleet key, the guild name, the guild ID, and the role. So we need the guild. Yeah, so we need the guild name, guild ID. Well, so I'm debating if this is worth adding at all, like doing this all here, because low-key I can do all this just through the database manually. And honestly, it's probably what I should just do until I make a new bot that does this all. Okay, I'm just gonna copy all this then, and I'll just leave this. Leave that there. I'm gonna delete that. Because yeah, low-key, there's no reason we should be doing that stuff in here. Because it's not related. The config sync one though we should have as a this should be. We just need to finish the config sync as well as the same as with the roll color toggle. But this is going to get deleted. And then we need to go back to bots and change what we changed in bots. Hold up. Bot. Yeah, let me discard the changes. Hold up. Bot, discard changes, discard file. So what do we change then? We change this. Yeah, it's fine. Updated that. We updated this and we did this. And we'll just undo that as well. Okay. So we want to do, I'm trying to debate what we want to do next. Bit of a thinker. Okay, so if we do, we don't really need this. Let me close this. We got the usage loggings. We got all this working. I reckon what we need to do is what we needed the config sync RCT, right? We file config sync rct.js. And then in here, we're going to rename this to RCT. Where's fleets at? Fleets. Get RCT from config. So that's what we need to make. So we need to go back to D manager and then do the get levels. Get levels from config. Wait. Is this the, oh no, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, I can't read. So we'll do get, and we'll just do async function get RCT from config interaction. In here, we'll probably just include everything that's here. Like that. And then we'll just do replace that. Select all from RCT. And then we need to come down here and add that to the gets. Cool, and that should work. So now we have all this shit. We just need to make a new database field. So I guess we'll go to the database and we do, well, how do we want to do this? We need, what tables do we want? Insert table. So we want to have, based off how we have in the past, we want to have like fleet key ID. And we also want to have a primary and would be primary key. No, this would be the primary key, and then this would be our unique. And then we'll want fleet key ID. We'll need the we just need the green staff role ID, yellow staff role ID. And we'll just separate those with commas, and we'll do the same for green. So that'll work. Fleet key, ID, green role ID, the yellow role ID, and the green staff role IDs, and that's also new CSV. Well, that would work because that includes everything. Oh, but then we need the names for the roles. Yeah, it's fine. Yellow staff role names. Yellow staff role IDs. Role ID 1, role ID 2, yellow staff role names. Because that's just an array of it's fine, yeah. Okay, and then we'll do, so we'll have the green staff role names, and we'll also have the yellow staff role names. Yellow staff role names, like that. And these will all be kind of separated values. Okay, so if that's the case, okay, let's chuck that in then to the database. So we want to go, oh, hold the phone. Create new table, and we're just gonna call this role color toggle. Then we're gonna add a unique fleet key, discard. Okay, so let me try over here. We got the create code for the fleets. We'll redo all this one, except we're going to go fleet key, ID, green role ID. We don't actually need an ID for these because the fleet key is the role, is the ID. Right? That makes sense. We don't need an ID for all these because yeah, it's just based off fleet key. So we got fleet key, we got the green role ID, yellow role ID, which I guess would be the same as these. Green role ID, yellow role ID, and then we'll have from here, it's these four. And they'll just like that. Primary key, we actually don't need this at all because it's just the unique index. And then we'll go and do this. And then this will just be the yellow staff roles. It is yellow staff. And this one will just be green. And then this will be the green staff role names, green staff role names. And this will just be the same, but with yellow. Find idiot, yes, yellow. And then that should do the trick. Let's run that. Nice. Nice. Where does it exist? Wait, this shit does not exist. Fleets. Oh, fleets already exist, yeah. No, this is meant to be role color toggle. play. Now if I refresh, there we go, get a roll color toggle, nice. Nice, look at that, so now I get the table. So we want to go back to here, we want to go to the database manager for this. We're just selecting all from roll color toggle, that's spelled correctly, yes. Then that's chilling, we're chilling there. Now I just have to manually insert everything. The problem I'm already seeing is that insert into roll color toggle, and then we're just going to have the, what's going to be what? Values, and then quickly transition. Make sure I'm not revealing anything I shouldn't be. Three. All right, so values, and then we're just going to go. Actually, see how, oh no. Values, and then we're doing, so I would do contest, green roll ID, we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. I got 3 pings in Discord for. Nice. Oh yeah, back to it. 1 to 3 admin. And then that worked. So in that case, we're gonna have to recode the logic for the roll color toggle though, because I have to do a join with some other data, which is fine. But it's just something we're gonna have to do. With that said, I'm gonna try run the bot, see if I can sync our CT, and then just see what happens from there. So config sync. If it would like to work, that'd be cool. Config sync fleets. Oh, that's why. RCT. Yeah. And then that should just reply with true, which it does. Nice. So when we look at the RCT JSON, and it looks like that. That's fine. That's what we want. So we got here. And I'm trying to bait like, don't do it like this, don't want to do it like my old one. Even that's more effort. The challenge, mate, the challenge. Because like using an array was pretty convenient. I don't know, I think I can just separate it with commas. So what I'll do is I'll go into here. Actually, no, we're gonna have we need to make a new tool for this, I reckon. So we'll go tools, and we'll just do a function get RCT. Format RCT config. And this is used to convert the RCT JSON into a format read by the program. Now is a scary part where we have to dive into headfirst into our role color name toggle row, which is such a fucking I'm not looking forward to this. So fleets. If it's null, cannot get name from fleet information. Get user yield interaction. Hey up window, it's Mr. Blaze9 contest, and how are you? Not too bad, mate. How are you? We're coding. Slowly but surely. I'm updating the role color toggle bot at the moment. And then because yeah, kind of the level editor bot is like leagues better in terms of how the backend is all structured. Like because I've got a database and stuff that everything pulls from. So I got to update this one to the new database. And just rework a ton of the old or a ton of the backend, just so I can get things to be really, I guess, easy to work with and expandable. Because like if I want to add a new fleet, I have to manually go into the bot, into the config, add the fleet, whatever. Too much effort. So instead, we're going to make it all very modular and easy to do. Yes, in the long run, it will make it a lot easier. Because then I literally just like I can run a command on Discord and then all the like say I want to add it to, the Golf fleet, for example. All I'd have to do is just run a command once, and then it'll configure everything for it. Where now I've manually got to go into the file, into my config files, edit all this bullshit. And yeah, it's not very expandable, not very fun to use. Yeah, but anyway, this is old code. This is like some of the first code I wrote for Ryan Drift. I'm looking through it, trying to find where in here, because this is the code that's responsible when you press the button to like get your role. So let me demonstrate. So, oopsie, that's not what I wanted to show. I wanted to show here. So like when you press this button, right, and it gives you your role and stuff. Nice. Or like whenever you press this button, all that logic is here. So we can see that we actually just got the error that please link your meta account. So it's telling us to, yeah, here. So you can see that the meta responded null, which means that, okay, well, we need to find out Well, the main thing is that, oh, this is what I need to fix here. Wait, why didn't that work? I should be in the database. Huh? Hold on. Am I not in the database? I am. Oh, wait. If fleet is equal to null. Wait, no, that should work. Wait, actually, we can go through the logs and see what's wrong. Why is it not logging anything either? Have I bricked the bot? Have I bricked the bot? Probably. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Now I click here, we should just see what went wrong. Can I get fleet information? Yeah, so that's cool. That's what I wanted. So that's fine because, oh, I'm gonna have to recode all of this. Fuck! Okay, so we're getting the fleets config, which is not what we actually need. We need the RCT, not fleets. Okay. I think it's all the spots that it uses. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Fleet roles, RCT get roles and shit for this fleet. That's all there. That's fine. Cons fleet roles. Ah, I have an idea. So what if instead we do, because we have tools, right? I wanted to do we'll go here, color name toggle, we'll do tools dot format RCT config, and then we do this right here. Now what we have to do is format that into this weird goofy format. Okay. Fine. All right, so we're gonna have data. We'll get the RCT data, and then we'll go. No, we don't need here. We need to go here and then here. Log. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Updating all that. Okay, so we need to make. This is so annoying to do. So tools. Wait, this here. Because we might need to do a. No, we don't need to actually join anything because we already have the key. So format RCT config fleet key, like that. Then we're chilling because we already have. All right, so we'll do const fleets equal configs.getFleets JSON, and then we'll do const rct equal configs.getRCT JSON. Cool. So now I got both of those, and we can use a fleet key to access what we need. So we can go const how does it get full year? What the fuck? Get fleets JSON. Yep. We'll wait those. So const rct config t will equal this, and then we're literally just gonna have a massive JSON object. So we need to recreate the JSON object. So we're gonna do fleet name. Then we're gonna do fleet ID. Then we're gonna do green role ID. Then we're gonna do green staff roles ID. And then we're gonna do green and so on, pretty much. We'll just leave it that for now. Actually, no. That's it. So what we want to do now is we want to go. Well, actually, so the RCT config looks like. I need to pull up my second screen. So the RCT config will be the fleet name, or the fleet ID as well. We'll both get from the fleets, I guess. Fleet string, yeah. So we'll do, see, fleets key, fleet key. Error checking at its finest. Fleets, fleet key, and then we're doing, I guess we should do RCT fleet key as well. So if either of those are null, then we're just returning null. We're gonna do format RCT config, fleets, fleet key, fleet ID. And that'll just be fleets, no. This will just be fleet string. This will be the fleet name. The role ID will be from RCT actually. So that will be fleets. Actually, but this will be RCT, right? Yeah. So RCT fleet key dot, and then we'll have, I guess, the green role ID. And then here, we're going to need the yellow role ID as well. I forgot to do that one. Yellow role ID. That's the same thing, except it's yellow role ID. This one here is where it gets fun. So we're going to do RCT fleet key, green stuff name. No, it'll be This is the thingy. So role IDs, green staff roles IDs be the same as green staff roles IDs. Except we're going to then do split it by spaces, no, by commas. And then we just do the same thing for all of these. Except these are all going to be roles. That'll be yellow. That should work. Return formatted RCT config. And then if we go back here, we're just going to go interaction RCT fleet. Oh, except here we just need we don't actually need pass in the data. We just want to go RCT. Well, if RCT is only used here, then we don't need as well, because we actually don't need this at all. So RCT, wherever you are, RCT, you're all getting nuked. So and then all that can just nuke. I'm getting rolls and shit for this fleet. Except yeah, so I just need the fleet like that. That should be fine, I think. Well, no, this is definitely not going to work first try, unless it does, which would be insane. That'd actually be kind of crazy if it worked first try. No. Give me a sec, chat. My dog is going skeets. Sorry, chat, I'm back. Oh. Alright, my dog thought people were at the door, when in fact no one was there. Okay, back to this. So that didn't work. The question now is why. Put music back on. Not get fleet information from RCT. Yeah, it makes sense because, well, there is none. So I guess I should manually insert a row of things. So I'm gonna do that actually in the meantime. You guys can't see what I'm doing because I'm messing with it. Things you guys shouldn't be able to see. So so I don't want to do this. How do I want to do this one? That's where it comes into play. Wiki. So if we do d green role ID, the yellow role ID, then the green IDs, and then yellow IDs would be I left for a bit. Have you won the game yet? Joe, but now you just reminded me that the game exists, so I just lost the game. Thanks, mate. Yeah, you guys can't see what I'm doing now because I'm doing some stuff with IDs, so you're not allowed to see that. So you guys are just stuck in the code editor. What is this song? Oh, it's this song. God bless the 200 song playlist. I still have not heard this one before. What the fuck? Oh well. Okay, let me continue doing what I was doing. So the yellow IDs would be all of these ones. So that's all of this. Yellow IDs would be that. Nope, that's not what I'll do. Yellow IDs. Copy. Comma. Copy. Comma. And then copy one more time. And then admin. Okay, that'll just be admin trial through. And if I press enter, that should update the roll color toggles with, yes, nice. So now if I do, and now you guys can look what I'm doing. Hold up. So let me go back to here. Let me restart the bot. Actually, I don't even need to restart the bot. That's the best part. If I go to here, testing, for example, transition. So now if we do, and we go here and we do the config sync RCT, that worked. And now if I press this, that should work in theory. Never mind, no, it didn't. It could be, hold on, admin, create RCT, fleet name. Let's try this. Nice, it all just fucking breaks itself. Oh, fuck. Okay, what was the first error? Okay, hold on, didn't actually do what I wanted to. Hold up, config sync RCT tools. Do split green staff role IDs. Unless I just haven't restarted it, and that's probably why. Actually, that probably is why, because I just forgot to restart it. So let's do that again. Nice. What went wrong? Could not get information from RCT JSON, but I have the... Wiki GWD. Why doesn't it work? Okay, let's dig through the code. Did that output what I wanted to? It did output what I wanted to. Wait, so what's its logging? Something went wrong. Please notify Punda. Why? So it must return null then, which means that either... Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm actually a brick. A walking brick, that's why. That one little typo there. That was Fleet's key, not Fleet's. Discord. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, it's not on. Yellow name. And it crashes the bot. Nice. Undefined split. What do you mean undefined? Green role ID, green role ID. Undefined reading a split. Okay, let's try this then. Console log, and I just want to print out like one of these. See what that prints out. And that's still, it prints out undefined. So that means somewhere in RCT, I've misspelled something, probably. Green staff role name. Green staff roles name. Oh, yeah, that makes sense because it's names and then role. Green staff role IDs. Like that. So now that should work. Nice. Please link your meta account using... Why? Oh, you're using the new database, aren't you? Hold up. Transition. You're using the new database. Why are you not using the new database? Actually, I gotta quickly into intermission. Because I want to check the why then? I'm in the database. My Discord ID isn't. Hold on. So what if I do update meta name? As you wish, my bot. Update meta name. Punda. Update my meta name. Did I fuck up the command? I'm so confused. Hold up, what the hell? Update meta name. That's a lot of words. Update your Discord username. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. Hold on. I think I know what I did wrong. Does username exist? We're checking the username. Select from usernames where meta username is equal to that. That's fine. Invalid username. Results true. Add new Discord. Interaction, Discord ID, Discord username. That's why. Oh, a lot of database calls now might get fucked because of that. Because of what I did earlier. I forgot I added interaction and everything. That should work though, I think. I think that might just work now. Let's try. Oh, actually, no, hold on. I'm going to need to go out to here, look for anywhere that's DBM. And where's database manager? Anywhere that accesses the database manager, I need to see here. I need my interaction. And then update med ID. No, it's fine. But here I'll need my interaction again. Okay. Let's try that now. Oh, I realize you guys can't see what I'm doing. Nice. So we fixed, what we fixed was we had that interaction with a lot of these things. Silly me. Lol. This should work though now off the bat. I don't even need to bother. Yellow name here. And it crashed. Nice. Why? Interaction is not defined. Interaction. Check for med ID. Where are you called? Here. And then if we go back here and try it again, this should work now. Nope. I need you need the user data read permission on fleet to undefined to call this. Oh, fuck. Leave me alone. This fucking. So where'd this even get called from? This got called from the API call, which would get called from here. Is the bot server public? Yeah. If you like this server, you can join it, but you won't get to see anything. You'll be stuck here in this channel until I give you some roles. Which, depending on what you are, you'll either get access to like just general and Git logs. I'm gonna have like an announcements channel as well for when I'm gonna be doing what do you call it? Things. How can you join? If you have the bot in any of your servers, you can, what do you call it? If you click on any of the bots that I have, it's in the description. Oh, what the hell? Wait. Oh yeah, if you go like their profile, I mean, and then it's streamer mode. But if you look at their bio, it'll have the link in the bio of the bot. So you can find either, if you find either of my bots, you can pull up. No, well, I assume you already did. Yeah, we both did. What the hell? Is watching at the same time? You are. Must be. They're stream sniping. Also, appreciate the follow, by the way. I don't know if I shouted that out earlier. But yeah, I don't know. I'll see what I can give you guys later. I think I'm gonna mess with the permissions because I give you access to. I don't know. I'll worry about it later. You guys can sit in the waiting room until I'm done. Okay, but at least the logs work. This works as intended. Cannot find meta ID in database. Attempt to update meta ID. Okay, so it was undefined. Where would we get undefined from then? It would have to be from. Because I assume if we're getting fleet from here, the fleet is coming from here, which is coming from fleet. Wait, there's interaction at the end, yeah. So fleet here is called from here. Why does that not work? How can I join? Where was that? I don't know if that was an old message. Or I'm losing my mind. Actually, before we do anything, I want to fix this command as well. Oh my god. Do I have tools here? No. Const tools equal require utils tools.js. Fleets is only accessed in this one spot. Okay, we're getting nuked, and then we're going to be doing here is we're going to do try oh, we don't need that. We just need, oh yes we do. Tools.format rct config. And then do I pass in the key, right? Yeah, interaction fleet key. And then so thanks Mika for the follow. Much appreciated. So we get the fleet name, we get the fleet ID, we return all of these into these variables. Well, I can get rid of all of this, right? That makes sense. Right? Because I can do this, this. Like that. Tools, format, rct config. Like that. That's not going to work though, because we need to get the configs. So we got to go const here, we got to go const config equal require. Then we got to go utils configs.js. Then we're going to go come back down here, and we need to go and get. No, we don't. No, because that is worried about there. Yes, I'm fucking. See, that's why we code like the way I do, because then I don't actually have to worry about coding that because it's already done for me in that function. Which means if we come back here and we then go create RCT, this will work. Come on, first try. Fuck! What did it throw an error for? Undefined length. Format role names. Where is this initially defined? Oh my god, well, this code is ugly as fuck. What the hell? Oh, this is horrendous. Oh, hell nah. I just realized like, ew. Why? Why did I make it like this? And I guess global variables to the win. Ew, that's fucking disgusting. Okay, so what we're doing here then is we're getting the fleet key and we're getting the fleets. I'm just going to console.log, like the yellow staff names. I'm going to see if that works. Not read undefined length. Is it because I'm not awaiting it? Hold on. That could also be it. Ah, look at that. I'm the goat, I'm the goat, I'm the goat. The problem is that it doesn't actually include the fleet. The question's why. Okay, that's good. Good start. Good start. I want to figure out why it's not printing out the fleet name. Fleet key. Oh, that's right, why. So that should work now then, right? So we're just going to do create RCT, and then we just do GWD. And now it should show with yes. And if I go and do my yellow name, it throws some errors. Cool. My dog's going crazy again, guys. It's not good. I am being sick as well. My nose is killing itself, to say the least. What do you want, dog? Come here. And then they said he'd come back, and he did come back. Cause look at me, I'm here, guys. Don't worry, guys, I'm here. Okay, back to it. Cause fuck the timer. Screw the timer. Stop. Reshit. Hide that shit. And we'll go back here. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. People came over. Had to lock in. Okay. Now what is the question? So let's get back to it. So we got this working now, but then this doesn't work still. So we're halfway there. You need the user data. Do they genuinely like just remove my... Hold on. Do they remove my dashboard access? What the fuck? Wait, they might have removed my dashboard access. So confused. No, I saw full admin. Huh? Function error name invalid permissions. What the fuck do you mean? Fleet's undefined. Okay, so the fleet itself is undefined, which means that when we're calling this function from here, that this is undefined instead of what it needs to be, which means that this is undefined, which means that this here is undefined, which means that, oh, because when you create the role, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So we come back here. When we come back through here and we go, where is it? Create role toggle. This is not it. Yes, it is. They took your dash? No, they didn't. I still have dash. I'm just, the bot is meant to pass through the fleet ID in the interaction, but it isn't. It's just passing an undefined, which means that somewhere in the code here, it's not setting the ID properly, which is probably around here. It'd be somewhere here, which is weird because it should set custom ID fleet. There we go. That's why. So fleet, but fleet Judy. So toggle role disable and all this shit. Oh, unless it's like here. Go to query, ensure your username is correct using. No, it's not called through here. Why is it saying here is where it starts? Respond to user. Get med ID. But we always have the fleet. So unless, oh, wait. This isn't A2 API, get meta ID from name. Get meta ID from meta username. So we got the fleet and the fleet ID. Well, we could get ID from name, which is this thing here, a GWD. We'll then get the fleets. That's why. I got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So it is in here. Like, I can't show you guys the API, so you guys don't have to just pretend to see what I'm doing on my second screen. But pretty much we're getting the fleets, which we're not allowed to do. So we have to do const configs equal require. We do this, we do slash configs, slash utils slash configs.js. And then here we're going to do config equal const fleet config await configs dot get fleets JSON. Fleets, then we just do this, and that. Now it should work. Or maybe, because I might have to go back here and then do this and then do that. We'll see. The main thing is that if I do this now, still says no because it is undefined. Yes. No, it says it's an object promise. Okay, so we do need to do the await. So we have to go down here and we have to go fleet ID from name. So we go here, all of these, and we need to add an await to. Okay. So I just need to do this. And then that should work now. So if we come back here, we go to, there, restart the bot. See if that does a trick. Yellow name. What? How is it still undefined? Oh, because, yeah, okay, I know why. Create RCT, right? That's not gonna work, hold up. Create RCT, GWD. I think the interaction itself is busted, which means that I think the application didn't respond because the bot is off. Let's try that. And then if we do yellow name, and it doesn't work still. Undefined. Why? Why don't you work? So let's try see. Because it's coming from here. Get meta username ID. Oh, it could also just be. Yeah, that's probably it. So now let's try. Still doesn't work. Is it because the bot interaction is undefined? Hold up. No bot logs. Not find med ID in database. Attempt to update med ID. Oh, we're all the way back here. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, that makes more sense if I know where we're coming from now. So we're back. So get med ID from API. Cannot find the med ID for user. Attempt to update the med ID. Then we call this one here, which is get user ID. Yeah. Get user ID. Meta name, fleet ID. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's cause I renamed it to, okay. Now it should work. Now it should work. Oh, okay. That's annoying, but I think I figured it out. It's just because I did things differently in the level editor bot than I did in this spot. That's causing us problems. Okay. Let's give it a try. Yes, it works. Okay, that works. We fixed that. If I disable my bot. Okay. Well, that was easy. And then the bot log should show that was all smooth and dandy. I go in here and I refresh. Yeah, added my Discord ID. Nice. Very nice. Okay, that's good. So fixed role. So now all of that should work fine, right? Because I can create the RCT. And then I can disable my cloud name. And it works. Now if we try a fleet that doesn't exist, it'll still work. Wait, what the fuck? Huh? Wait, that's not meant to happen. That's not meant to happen. That's not meant to happen. Green Emerald ID. Try. Well, how does it know what to send? How does it know to send this? What? What the fuck? Hold on. So we create the message, we try assign user, what the fuck? Try assign fleet. If the interaction, I'm just do this, I'm just do. I'm so confused how that worked. Call exception, trying to assign fleet role variable. So it should have quit here, right? Because that's, yeah, here. But how did it know what to use? It must have known because it was the last one in memory. That is such a weird way to do it. Why did I do it like this? It's so goofy. What the fuck? Hold on, because format green, yeah, like. I actually don't understand what I was thinking when I did this. This is so ew. This is just ew. And then we do, that's fine. And the only time we're using these anywhere else is here. Do I even use this, like, at all? I'm so confused. What the fuck? Okay, this should work. This should work. That is such a weird way to do things. That's actually disgusting how I did that. That's a war crime, as they say. Formatted, like here, formatted. Where the fuck's formatted initially? It's not. This is. Ugh, this code makes you. Oh, this code makes me mad. Okay, okay, okay. Let's try that again. Uh, I want to see what happens here. Does it properly catch the error? Yes. Create RCT, fleet name, Bob. Let's try that. Now it should just say no. Yeah, cool, thank you. It's not even the actual error that we want. What? I got a different error to what I wanted. That's not what I want. That's not what I wanted. Interaction already replied. No, what do you mean? I guess I just need to use follow up then, eh? Just continue creating message. Dot follow up. Baller. Baller. That's actually too easy. Too easy. Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna read, that's fine. Okay. So that just works now, as intended. The bot is balling. We are balling. Okay, now I just have to add the rest of the. I just have to add the rest of the fleets manually again. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think, you know? What? That works. Okay. RCT now works with new config system. So the next question is, what is the next question? The next question would be, well, the next thing we need to do is we got the role color toggle blah 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 bot working again with our new database, which means that okay. So now I'm gonna do is the bot is still running. I'm gonna config sync RCT, and then I'm going to do config. No, then I'm just gonna try make another what do you call it? So create RCT GVD. And it should say yes. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. Okay. And I just need to do the same for RD, and then we're chilling. Sounds right. Okay. I'll need to link all the. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. My brain's not really connecting everything today. Uh, Dude, I'm so fucking hungry. Oh my god. It's lunchtime. It's 3:30 and I've not had lunch. I'll have lunch soon, eventually. Okay, this works. This works. This works. This works. This works. So that means okay, I need to add to git ignore. I need to add RCT. And then we just do even the bot config. I feel I could probably. Oh, we don't need the skills thing anymore. So I'm going to delete that actually, and I'll just leave it as is. The bot status, hiding your colored name. Now I want to make that, we're going to update it as well so it'll have the usage log. So we're going to do toggled count colored name. How do we go for the usage logs? Where is usage logs? I'm just going to close all to the right. Close to the right. So here we went into usage logs, log type. We wanted to say that it was enabled green, enabled yellow, or disabled. Toggle status. What we're going to do is we're going to actually split the, so we're going to go toggle status dot split the underscore, and we're going to get the second instance of that. I'll toggle color. Actually, no. No. What we're going to do is we're going to do like that. And then what we're going to do is instead, we'll go here and say RCT toggle status, which will enabled or disabled. But instead, we're going to just split the underscore and get the first instance. So split the, actually, I'm going to do, we'll call it the const log type equals I reckon that it'd still work now if we're doing right. Log type. Log type, log data. The log type is just going to equal if toggle status is equal to disabled, then we're just going to do that. Else we're going to make it equal to RCT underscore toggle status dot. Actually, a better idea would be to do toggle status dot includes an underscore. If so, we're gonna do status dot split underscore, and then get the second, we'll get the first instance of that. So that'll get the enabled. And then what we want to do then here is where we're going to actually change it. So we go Down here, remove color role, add color role. Enabled name tag can take a minute in game, and then we're just going to do name toggled. Now we're going to go, we need to go usage logs, so we need to get a new const usage logs equal require utils usage logging.js. Come back down here to enable add color role, remove color role. Yeah, here. So I do ul.name toggled interaction fleet color role staff role color name enabled, and then we'll need to do okay color name dot to lower, right? I think it's different, but hold your phone. To lowercase, to lowercase, color name dot to lowercase, right? Because we're gonna get the fleet key, and then we get the enabled color name to lowercase. Color name to lowercase. And then here we just do down here the same thing, except here instead we just say disabled. Okay. Okay, let's give that a try and see what happens. That isn't what I want to do. That's what I want to run. Let's go back to the bot server. Now let's try to enable one of our names. So we'll just try this one. Yep, enabled. And if we check our database for the usage logs, we should see that RCT enabled. Am I a brick? Probably. Color name. Hold up. RCT log type enabled. Oh yeah, and then status enabled yellow. Easy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing we did for the last bot, which was we're going to go and change the actual, we're going to make an event for status updater. So we need to go here, events status updater.js. I'm going to just copy the code from here. This all makes sense. Bot status, yep. Account, select query, select all from usage logs where the type is equal to RCT enable, right? And then we're going to go and do, yep, don't need to log this log. Yeah, and then we just go to the bot code and chuck that into there. So we go to bot.js and we need to find the update. Set commands, deploy commands. Where's on ready? Commands client ready, logged in, test connection. And then client ready here. So we did it in here as well. We do update status, yeah. Bot status update interval. So we got to go back to the bot configs, bot config. Add a thing for that. Make that 60, I guess. 60. Yeah. Update status. Now I just need to make that. So we go const update status. Status equals. Wait. Nice. And now if we do this, so what we've just done now, chat, for the 0 viewers in my chat, what we've done is, let me show you this epicness we've done. So currently you can see that the bot's just, toggled count color names. So if I restart the bot, you'll see it should give us a number. So it toggled one name. And then if we do a yellow name again, and maybe do it twice for good measure, and then disable it, you should see that within a minute, that'll go to 3. Should. Will it? Is a good question, but it should go to 3. Give it a second. Come on. Toggled one color name. Give us 3. Give us 3. Come on. In the future, I want to make it so I can pull the config from the bot. Like, there we go. Toggled 3 colored names. It's too easy. It's too freaking easy, chat. So now that'll go up every time people use a bot, which is pretty cool. I like that. Nice. Okay. So that all works. What's left to do then? I got the database linked. I got, well, Fleets is updated. I need to make Fleets hold. I don't know how important this is that I have to do this. That what are you thinking about from the song just scared the fuck out of me. I was so confused. I wasn't ready. Because Fleet Permissions has the guild ID and the guild name, which is fine. Fleets, for now, can just stay null. It's right. In the future, I want to have it so it all links, so it all pulls from the same spot. No. Like this guild ID in the database isn't used for anything when it's linked to the fleets. Levels, roll color toggle, that works fine. Users and usage. I'm pretty happy with that, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do, but I think I kind of smashed out all of it, to be fair, to be honest. Is update meta name. Like update meta name works still. Should work. I want to disable the command then on the other bot because I've got 2 update meta names now, which I don't really need. So it's a matter of just, oh, one of them needs to work, one of them doesn't. I actually genuinely don't think that the level editor bot update meta name from the level editor works properly. No, never mind, it works. And they both sync to the new database. Let's check. Actually, not screw it. Chat. Honestly, I think we've done everything we can for today. At least like on stream now is the boring part. We have to go set it up for servers and update the VPS, and I can't show any of that on stream. But the coding's done. That was a easy, almost 3-hour stream of not much. It was just cleaning up the backend for the bots. Let me check that we actually did what we wanted to do. Because we wanted to sync configs, which reloads all configs. Fuck that. Upgrade to the new logging system. We did that. Move guilds for deploy commands out of bots config and into its own config. Pull from DB. Yeah, we did that. We did that. That's done. That's done. Because we're getting everything in the fleets, and then we're just getting the guild ID. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because that's why I need. Yeah. Because the fleets all have a guild ID. I need to link that guild ID. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, chat. Thank you all for tuning in. That is all I have today. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. No, I will probably not be live tomorrow. I don't know. I might take a few days of break from streaming, from bot dev as well. I don't know. I've got a lot to do with the level editor bot still. And then we have the moderation bot. The moderation bot will be a very fun one to code because that's something I've been very excited to do. But we're not there yet, so it'll be a while. Anyway, thank you everyone who tuned in today. Thank you for Bread, Kieran. I don't know how to say your name on your Twitch. What was your actual name? I forgot. Mr. Blaze79 and Mika as well. Thank you all for the follows. I will catch you